Hi Sagittarius, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing something that you had been hesitant about, but it seems like you are letting go of this concern even. It also looks like there's going to be a change that is connected with this, or a change that you're opening up to, welcoming, allowing. You're moving very, very quickly towards something that you want. Looking at the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Cups, it really looks like nothing is holding you back now, Sag. This is something that you're ready to explore. I'm seeing this look very much like an adventure for you. You look very excited, very happy about doing this. There may even be something groundbreaking that you're getting into. There may be something that you feel a bit stuck with, and I'm seeing that you're going to be getting help with this. If something isn't connected with you exploring, because what I'm seeing is that you're in a space right now where you don't particularly want to be tied to something, at least within this realm of your life where you're exploring. You want to be paying attention to and using your discernment, asking yourself vibrationally when things are opening up or becoming available to you, is that really resonating with me? And am I following my gut? Am I listening to my instinct? Because it seems like you're being given some sort of guidance on how exactly to be exploring. Maybe so as not to get into a situation that later you're going to be like, can we just reverse out of this? It's like, we can avoid that altogether. We can avoid that altogether. So you checking in with your higher self is going to be very, very beneficial to you. I'm seeing you definitely have a strong connection with your intuition, that you feel it's just a matter of listening, of tuning in, of connecting, and using reflective resources that you have. Because it's going to help you properly filter information that you get coming through. Let's use an example. You want to start dating, okay, Sag? You are in a space where you're like, everything is available to me. There's so many different things that I can explore here. I'm very open to seeing where things go. I'm very excited about doing this. Everything feels very new to me. I don't feel like I'm tied to anything right now. And I just want to have fun doing this and seeing what's out there. If while you are exploring, things happen upon your path that you're like, I get a weird feeling from that, or I don't know, I kind of want to stay away from it, or oh, I am pulled towards this, oh, I am attracted to this, you want to be like gauging everything that happens upon your path, essentially, because it seems like you're really opening yourself up to something. And so using your discernment, and not just using your wisdom intellectually, because we all know you have plenty of that. This is about like also tapping into your intuition, but it seems like more than intuition. Like, this is really your higher knowing. Even when things may not logically make sense, like there could be somebody looking perfectly appealing to you, But on some level, there's a part of you that's like, I don't know, or like I have this weird feeling in the pit of my stomach that I can't really explain. Pay attention to that, okay? And this can be with anything. It's not just people. It's whatever this is that you're currently like taking chances with and exploring. Yeah, because you don't want to get tied down within a situation that you feel like you didn't listen to yourself, and so there's a sense of self-deception. For example, it's like you want to get into a relationship and maybe there were some red flags. I'm seeing this be future related, so this is kind of like a cautionary tale. Don't ignore red flags and then end up being in a situation where they become unavoidable and you can't ignore them anymore, and then you're committed to something. You know what I'm saying? And for some of you, like, you've already been there, done that, got the t-shirt. You already know what this is. Pay attention not to repeat the cycle. If you want. The choice is always yours. The thing is as well that, like, I'm not up here telling you anything you don't know. You know all of this stuff. This is more of a reminder for you than anything. To keep it kind of in the front of your brain as this is a phase that you're going through. It's kind of like going over the study guide, essentially. Yeah, I'm hearing this again, like, you don't want to be lying to yourself or, like, getting into a relationship or committing to what you're committing to for the wrong reasons. Like, out of convenience or stuff like that, you know? If there's something more that you're looking for. But yeah, this is about checking your heart space and really asking yourself about that. Because I'm also seeing, see, I keep being drawn back to the High Priestess. You may have some sort of, like, psychic gift, psychic ability. There's something at your disposal that is more than maybe what, like, the average person, we can say, would have. And so, like, you are being guided to lean into that strongly. Because I'm seeing a resource that you have that's very important, that is connected, like, beyond logic and reason with the High Priestess. So you have some sort of connection to, like, a bigger sense of awareness, whether this be your relationship with yourself that you can access these things. But I'm getting, like, you have access to something that is not necessarily common for other people to have access to. So your guides are like, use it. It's there for you to be using, okay? And that is just going to add, and it's not like only use that and, like, let's forget about your intellect. It's like, let's integrate all of this together. It's going to be important for you. I'm seeing you be, like, very, very supercharged here. I'm hearing something about a walking encyclopedia. Yeah, you got this. I'm hearing flexing and using it all simultaneously. Again, I'm getting this connected with the resources that you have. Yeah, this is going to help you suss out situations using your discernment. I'm also hearing qualifying information. I'm seeing a lot of Aquarian energy here. You may have a lot of Aquarius in your chart. Or maybe somebody that you're connecting with does. It seems like this is also about integrating your purpose into what you were doing, because maybe before there was something going on where You could have been fighting yourself, or you could have been fighting your intuition, or been like, you know what, this area of my life kind of clashes with this other area of my life, but maybe there was some way that it wasn't being integrated, but now I'm seeing this be, these things are not clashing anymore. There was an awareness that something was at odds within your life, and it seemed like intuitively, or even from a higher perspective, it reminds me of like before you wake up, how you may not be aware or realize that like your higher self is saying one thing and like your human is doing another thing. And now there's this sense of like awareness and also integration because of that awareness. Like, hey, I was feeling at odds with my intuition, or like my purpose was telling me to do this, but then I kept bringing this into my life. Whatever this was for you, now there's a sense of bringing things together. And it's only happened through like this trip that you've been on to like understand more and really broaden your perspective. And this is also opening a door for you to build upon further what you're already doing. It looks like you're taking an opportunity and running with it. And I'm seeing you be in a space where, from a disciplined perspective, you feel like you have everything you need to be building towards this and even like making it bigger. This looks very prolific to me, what this is that you have going on and what this is that you're doing. It seems too like you are like all of the different aspects, all of the different pieces of you are working together simultaneously in a complementary way. And so it really seems like a power up for you. Because I'm seeing you take an opportunity that is connected with your future, and it's something where you feel like you have all of the faculties that you need to be doing this, and you also feel very connected and comfortable doing this, and you feel confident about this as well. And I'm seeing it bring more, like it's helping you reach goals within your life. It's helping you create more stability within your life. For some of you, there may be like financial aspects that this is connected with. I'm seeing a lot that is connected with abundance and like your expertise and also your discipline as well within your life, and you thinking about what you're building in general. I'm also seeing your ability to size up like people and situations and things energetically is also increasing as well. Not that it wasn't there before, but it may have been something that you weren't leaning into as much now, and now there is more of a, I'm hearing preference to focus on that. Because you're more concerned as well with what it is that you want. Whereas, let's say this, before maybe there had been certain energies that you had been allowing within your life, or not really like putting up much of a fight about, or maybe not like practicing so much boundaries, stuff like that. And now you're like, you know what, I have a better idea of what I want within my life, so I know what I do want to allow, what I don't want to allow, what I'm okay with, what I'm not okay with, what's in alignment with what I want. Which brings in an opportunity for you that looks very exciting, and it's one that's connected with you exploring what this is that you want. So yeah, maybe before, when things were coming in, there was less of a filtering process going on, and now there's much more of a filtering process going on. And I'm seeing you feel more comfortable too about voicing this, because you feel more sure of yourself, of like advocating for what you want, again, because you know what that is now, and that may not have been so clear to you before. So it seems like through experience, there's a lot that you've been gaining. Because you're in a spot where you're like, I'm thinking about like the mark that I'm leaving and the legacy that I'm leaving and about like my life and about my future. And I understand that I need solid foundations now in order to even build upon that. And so if something's not in alignment with what I see as like my purpose or my future or what I'm here doing, why am I going to spend time trying to build on that when it's going to be opposing what I feel like I'm here to be doing? So there's this integration now that's happening. So yeah, if something is not a part of your vision, I'm seeing you be like, why would I build upon that? So being choosy with what you're doing, specific, deliberate. There may be something that you start feeling drawn towards or intrigued by or interested in that is coming to light. You may intuitively or energetically feel connected to this. However, there's something that you feel a bit conflicted about involving this. Like your intuition is telling you one thing, but you may be in a space where you're like, well, I don't see that as being very lucrative. Or something along those lines. You're being drawn towards it for a reason. Otherwise, that wouldn't be popping up for you. But yeah, maybe it's just something different than what you're used to. Or maybe also for some of you, it's like you always saw yourself as liking chocolate ice cream, and now for some reason you're being drawn towards pistachio, and you're like, I never really saw myself as a pistachio person, and I'm feeling for some reason like that's something that I want to try out. So yeah, there's something popping up that you feel drawn towards that may be different than like what you had gone for in the past. But I'm seeing you're feeling something about this, like some sort of intrigue or inspiration. And so you may be deciding to try out whatever this is. For some of you, though, you feel like this is going to impact like maybe other goals that you have set up. There's some sort of concern is what I'm seeing within the 3D, within your physical life. For some of you, this is a social setting or somebody that you want to get connected with, somebody that you want to hang out with, somebody you want to meet up with. This can be, yeah, a social thing. It can be a friend. Or it can be you doing a particular activity that would also connect you with other people. These would be people that you have things in common with, or a person that you have things in common with. That you feel like the basis, at least, would be a sense of friendship. Even if things grew to be more than that or other than that. There's something here about socializing or you connecting socially, or an activity that you do that also connects you with other people, that you guys have commonalities. Interesting. Yeah, there's something about opening yourself up to be like working with other people or starting something that would also involve like another person or other people. I'm looking at Uranus, Pluto, Aries, Moon, Aquarius. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.